Hey John, as exciting as the season 10 premiere of my favorite TV show is, I have a ton of things to talk about today, so I'm just going to get right into it. I'm extremely proud of you for watching so many movies. I have already seen Wicker Man, both the original and the remake. Your list of horror movies inspired me to make a list of my own, and apparently I like horror movies a lot. This list is long, but these are all of the movies that I have to watch around Halloween. They're just all ones that get me in the spooky, scary spirit. With as many movies as I have here, I've had to divide them into two lists, kind of the scary movies and then the more funny, lighthearted ones. The serious movies in reverse order are 13, The Cabin in the Woods. I know I just watched this last night for the very first time, but I love it and it's definitely going to be a classic for me. 12, Zombieland. 11, Sweeney Todd. 10, The Strangers. 9, The Birds. 8, Cube Zero. This one's a little bit lesser known, and it is technically the third in a series, and the other two movies are great, but this one is my personal favorite. It's a bit gory, so if you don't like Saw, I would stay away, but I personally love it, and I think it's way better than the Saw series. 7, Cabin Fever. This movie is cliche to the max, but I saw it when I was fairly new to horror movies, and I think it just kind of stuck with me. 6, Interview with a Vampire. 5, Night of the Living Dead. 4, Fright Night. Now, I'm a terrible person and I've never seen the original, but I've heard nothing but good things about the original. I can only talk about the remake, but it has great acting, witty dialogue, and really, really well, faithfully done vampires, like classic vampires. Also, it features my favorite doctor as a vamp hunter, so there's that. 3, Disturbia. 2, Paranormal Activity. And 1, 28 Days Later. In case you haven't guessed, I am a huge fan of zombies, and this was, I think, the very first zombie movie that I ever saw. If it wasn't the very first one, it's definitely the first one that stuck with me, and I know, I can hear the YouTube comments now. They're not zombies, they're infected. Yeah, shut up. Now we have the lighthearted list. Now these are the movies that more scream Halloween to me, because while I love being scared, I like having fun with my fear, and that's honestly what I think Halloween is all about. So without further ado, here we go. 13, Rocky Horror Picture Show. 12, Edward Scissorhands. 11, Halloween Town. 10, Warm Bodies. 9, Scary Movie. 8, Tower of Terror. 7, Phantom of the Megaplex. 6, Return to Oz. 5, Beetlejuice. 4, Shaun of the Dead. Probably one of my favorite films of all time. 3, Young Frankenstein. And these last two are the absolute embodiment of Halloween to me, and I honestly don't know how I have managed to pick one of them over the other, but gun to my head, 2 Nightmare Before Christmas, 1 Hocus Pocus. And I don't even really know about, what I can say about these two movies. They really are 2 of my favorites, and a lot of the movies on both of these lists are a little bit more just my favorites because I saw them when I was young, so I kind of have nostalgia attached to them, but I really don't think that's the case with Nightmare Before Christmas and Hocus Pocus because they both stand the test of time, and I watch them multiple times a year. Last week I suggested that we better introduce ourselves. Unfortunately, I have run low on time and have way too many things to talk about, so I'm going to have to push it back till next week. But in the meantime, I have been reading The Fifth Wave. Holy crap. Holy crap. This book is killing me. It's very good and kind of depressing, and I love it. One more thing. You did not upload your video until a day late, mister, and I know that your video editing software wasn't working and you had to re-record your video. Inexcusable. So, I get to punish you, but I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I could make you eat something gross, I could make you give a poor review to an H.P. Lovecraft story, I don't know. But I'll think of something and I'll probably give it to you next week. Gabe and I are going to a movie with you in 4 hours, so I'll see you then, but I don't know if you're going to see this video before I see you. But in any case, John, I'll see you on Monday.